There's a scam going around Canada right now, and you may already have been a victim of it without even knowing. We're talking billions of dollars, all in a coordinated psyop from the country's largest oil companies to try to take your hard-earned tax dollars. Meet the Pathways Alliance. Not at all a shadowy cabal of 6 petrocorps on a mission to get you to pay them to make their oil sands operations net zero by 2050. And if you're watching this and happen to be a multi-billion-dollar fossil fuel conglomerate, you too can get in on the action in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Launder your reputation by carpet bombing the country with ads for months.
Oil sands contribute significant carbon emissions in Canada.
Fun fact, that ad has over 1.8 million views on YouTube. And 16 likes. Despite that, the campaign seems to be working. Recent polls suggest support for the oil industry is up in Canada. Most people now believe the oil and gas sector can fight climate change and support expanding the industry at the same time. But wait, you might ask, wouldn't growing fossil fuels make the climate worse? Yes, absolutely. Gold star for paying attention in science class. Unfortunately, holding impossible beliefs is just what happens when polluting industries hack our democracy. Something, believe absurdities, something, commit atrocities. Step 2. Ask the government to fund a technology that doesn't work. The Pathways Alliance says they're going to invest $16.5 billion in carbon capture and storage, which sounds like a lot until you realize it's less than half of the profits of the 5 biggest oil sands operations in 2022. Sure, we have the technology to take CO2 where fossil fuels are being burned and then to pump that gas into the ground. That's been around for over 50 years. But the problem is that it hasn't really improved or gotten cheaper. That's why 80% of carbon capture projects in the United States fail despite billions in subsidies. Carbon capture is 100% bullshit, or at least 80%. Meanwhile, the price of renewables keeps dropping and the performance keeps rising. They're already raking it in at the pump, and now they want more of your money that could be spent on healthcare, affordable housing, education, or, I don't know, transitioning off of fossil fuels? Which brings us to step 3. Play the victim card. The fossil fuel industry and their media fuck muppets are manufacturing consent by blaming the government for not giving them enough corporate socialism. We just need the government off our back. But also, more subsidies, please. That's the scam. We end up paying them to build an industrial-strength greenwashing machine to keep their social license to operate, allowing them to expand oil extraction at precisely the moment everyone needs to get off fossil fuels as fast as possible to avoid destabilizing the climate even further. The choice is simple. We can deploy real solutions that will actually decrease our dependence on fossil fuels and accelerate the energy transition, or we can prop up the most profitable industry in history while accelerating the destruction of a livable planet. You can push back against the Pathways Alliance by sharing this video. And if you want to learn more about how we can build a better Canadian future, follow along for more.